I'm talking to Wole Odetayo of the nnovation Hub. Wole, what is the nnovation Hub and how did it get started?
So nnovation Hub is a tech startup accelerator based in Lagos State, and has since inception been helping budding entrepreneurs develop their ideas, innovative entrepreneurs develop their ideas and taking it to the market. And as a startup accelerator, it's focused on helping them through the challenges of putting together a business in Nigeria, as it is well known as a major issue in Nigeria, setting up your business, setting up shop, and
doing all those things,
defending, yes, and bringing up your building idea.
And how many startups do you have in the nnovation Hub, and how big is it? What sort of facilities has it got?
So the nnovation Hub is located at the Entrepreneurship Development Center, which is owned by the African Leadership Forum, who also happens to be our partners, in development of the nnovation Hub. Nnovation Hub is operated by us, Lofty and Allied Partners Limited, and was created with the African Leadership Forum. And so we use the African Leadership Forum's facility, which is known as the Entrepreneurship Development Center in Ikeja, the heart of Lagos. That's where we're located.
Yeah.
It's a multi-storied complex, business complex, where you have a standard conference room. You have about 6 lecture theaters, standard lecture theaters with projectors and microphones, and then there's a collaborative space where we work from.
Okay.
So we share the lecture theaters and the conference room with the whole Entrepreneurship Development Center, but the collaborative space
is your space.
Is our space.
And so, how many people use that space?
On the average, on daily basis, we have an average of 15 people using the place, and since inception, when we started 2011, February 2011, and since then we've incubated about 9 businesses. Most of them are still under incubation because it goes beyond just getting to the market. We still need to help them, see them through the initial, stages of business development.
And give me some idea of the kinds of ideas that are being incubated.
So one of the ideas that's being incubated is the on-the-go player, OTG player, which was designed by a Nigerian, which is essentially a hardware designed by a Nigerian to create Wi-Fi device. So it's a hardware, he's into the hardware industry. Yeah. So he's designed this hardware that creates Wi-Fi network for people to share their content. Yeah. So that's one.
It creates a kilometer-wide network.
Yes, it can actually do more than a kilometer depending on the antenna that is being used. Okay. But the essential thing is it's an access point. It can be used for internet, can be used for media sharing. It works like a media server.
And you were describing earlier, it's almost like a virtual library, isn't it?
Yes, you could actually use it to share your library, a retinue of media content, your digital content. Yeah. Could go over there, your video. It has a bandwidth of about 600 Mbps and a speed of about 72 Mbps.
And that will be locally stored on the device?
Locally stored on the server, on the device.
Yeah. So the box can have anything from Nollywood to educational materials to those kinds of things?
Yes. It was designed initially with the mindset of solving the piracy problem plaguing the Nollywood industry. But what it had done over time is it's been doing very well at that sector and also at the educational sector, because educationists had found it as a very good medium to share the educational materials in a school where you don't want students to go on Facebook or to go on or the other where you have distraction that the internet brings with it. So it creates the same network like an internet would look like. It's accessible just like an internet is being accessed, but from a local server.
And lastly, there's a lot of exciting things happening in Nigeria in terms of technology. Give me a couple of examples of what you particularly like in terms of the technology changes that are happening here.
Particularly, I would say, the increase in awareness or the increase in how savvy Nigerians are becoming when it comes to technology. Nigerians are lovers of technology. I mean, I couldn't believe it the first day I saw my 70-year-old mom actually use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is very, very new. Around here. It's about 2 or 3 years old, or thereabout, just about 2 years old or thereabout. But for my mom of that old age still be able to WhatsApp and being an African with no real Western education apart from what she had till secretarial school. I mean, it shows that African, and that speaks for an average Nigerian.
The whole nation.
They could use an iPhone. They can download apps on their iPhone, on their Android phones, and all these bears to tell you that Nigeria is not just going to be, now at this stage we are a consumer of huge consumer of technology, but I also think that will set the basis for
the next
technology. I mean maybe less than the next 5 years. We're still battling with the issues of infrastructure, internet infrastructure penetration, but I think all this with the right investment and with time
will be solved.
Yes.
And are there particular apps or particular software?
I think my favorite of them all is Jobberman.
Okay, and Jobberman is?
And Jobberman is a online recruitment platform. And why it's very, very amazing is because, to me, it has created more impact when it comes to job employment than virtually any other thing I can think of. And that is a major, major issue Nigeria is facing.
Trying to solve.
I mean, Nigeria as a country is facing. You'll be shocked to know that about 60 million of Nigerians, that is over 1/3 of Nigerians, are unemployed. And the remaining 30 million that are averagely, I mean, the remaining, about 30 to 40, that are within the work age that are employed, most of them are underemployed. About 80% of them are underemployed. So, having a platform, and the problem is not really that we don't have jobs that much, but because there's a mismatch on the job seekers and the job owners. So
it's a great piece of software.
So it's a great piece of social technology.
Wole, thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you, Tim.